Hello, students. Today we are going to learn the poem The Gymnastic Clock by M.C. Davis. So let's read about the poet. Mary Caroline Davis was born in Sprague, Washington in the early 1890s and moved to Portland, Oregon when she was 12. She attended the University of California, Berkeley for 1 year, where she won the Emily Chamberlain Cook Prize for poetry in her freshman year and was the first woman to win the Bohemian Club Prize for poetry. So, students, let's read the poem. Let's start the poem. The little clock is friends with me. It talks as plain can be, and says each morning at it as it rises, now don't forget your exercises. Here, the poet is telling that the little clock, which is near to her bed, which is beside to her bed, wakes her every day to make her do the morning exercises. It tells the poet not to forget morning exercise. Both hands above your head, then lower them very slowly. So, oh, don't get tired and stop that way. I exercise like this all day. Students, you know how a clock works with its two hands. Likewise, the clock tells the poet to raise her hands above her head and to lower them slowly. So, like a clock never stops working whole day and it never get tired of showing time. So, it tells it tells the poet to exercise like this all day. Right in its face, then I say, Pooh, I wouldn't boast of it like you, but I can swing my arms around too. Then the poet says that she is not going to boast like it does. So she can exercise by doing her arms around. So she is not going to boast like the clock is boasting. She is also exercising. And so the clock then looks at me and I look back and I and he each single morning when we rise just exercise and exercise. Then both the clock and poet they stared at each other, they look at each other, and they tells each other every day that that we should not forget our exercises. So when they rise early they should exercise to keep their life healthy. So students, by this poem you got to know about the importance of exercise. Hope you have understood the poem.